I need you to be in order first. Okay, as a council, you have to be an example for it. Please, you are not recognized at this time. Councilmember West, you are not recognized at this time. Let's continue with Councilmember Ho. Please.
Turn the mics off.
No, at this time, we are not going to turn on the clock anymore. We are already proceed with the votes already.
Should not be repeated once out here, but maybe use attorney, not city attorney.
Amy, give it up there.
Don't harass me. What to do? You have got to come to one. Behave yourself. Behave yourself.
I would like to call for 5 minutes recess.
Do not make.
Please, at this time, I would like to call for 5 minutes recess. All council members are going
Talk to your friend about being rude. Don't recall me. We pay.
Who are you?
You don't scare me at all. Hey, please respect one another.
Hey, you do your respect.
Please respect one another.
I'm paying your salary.
Hey, you cannot. No, you do
No
not.
one's attacking anybody.
So please don't attack the other resident. Oh my gosh, your taxpayer is paying $1 million.
What the hell you doing? Man, why you touch my camera?
Put the camera out.
You pay, yeah, you too. I would be paying for you.
Lower your voice.
I would love
Why
to
are
pay
you
you.
screaming?
You are she attacked me.
Well, maybe if she got up and sat on the dais for a job.
That they don't want to talk about. Some for example.
The thing is that they don't want to say
Có điều gì
anything,
cô có thể cho biết không?
any law,
Họ không muốn nói bất cứ
or
điều gì hay là
enforce
luật
any
lệ
law
hay
that
là
might
muốn
cause lawsuits.
họ không muốn đưa ra cái luật nào hết để mà có thể gây ra biệt kiện. Ví dụ như ông Todd Spitzer, ông biết tất cả mọi cái luật, ông không có muốn áp dụng luật. Tại vì nếu mà họ áp dụng luật để có nhiều cái luật của trên tối cao pháp viện đưa xuống mà chúng ta không thể áp dụng. Cho nên chính vì họ không áp dụng luật cho nên có cái chỗ trống. Mà nếu bây giờ họ cho mấy người này họ biết luật đó thì những người này họ sẽ kiện thành phố. Đó là lý do tại sao họ giấu. Chúng ta đã trả hàng triệu đô la. Hàng triệu đô la 5 phút thôi để mà lắng nghe vấn đề pháp lý mà họ không cho cô ấy nói. Chẳng có gì sai cả. Tôi đấu tranh cho quyền lắng nghe của cộng đồng.
Tôi cũng nói là tại vì sao thế là họ luôn luôn có 3 phiếu và họ đồng ý, mình gọi là gang up three đó, họ đã cấu kết với nhau để mà họ bầu lúc nào cũng 3 phiếu hết. Thành ra chúng tôi thấy là nếu mà chúng tôi có mặt ở trong cuộc họp đó nó cũng giống như là không vậy đó. Anh thấy nãy giờ mới nói không? Họ cấu kết với nhau, họ lúc nào họ cũng 3 phiếu hết. Coi như chúng tôi không biết nói. Dạ. Thành ra bây giờ là anh thấy đây là cái 5.3 này. Cái này á là đã được họ thông qua cái kỳ họp vừa rồi. Là chúng tôi là mình sẽ đem ra để mà mình thảo luận ngày hôm nay. Và anh đã thấy là mình đã trả tiền cho luật sư của thành phố tới đây để mà nói, ông đang chuẩn bị để ông nói. Nhưng mà họ vì một cái lý do mà bây giờ chúng tôi không biết là họ đang có một cái lý do gì. Đó, họ muốn giấu, thành ra đó là họ quyết định, 3 người đó họ lại quyết định luôn. Họ là quyết định là họ không có đem ra để thảo luận nữa, mặc dù là đã chuẩn bị hết rồi. Và cái này là do họ đã thông qua chứ không phải là chúng tôi. Anh hiểu không? Cái này là do cả cái hội đồng họ thông qua chứ không phải là do chúng tôi. Thành ra bây giờ họ có cái gì đó họ muốn giấu cư dân và gọi là transparency mà không có. Gọi là họ không có được.
Bác Vị sẽ quyết định làm gì trong phần còn lại của tối hôm nay ạ?
Thì sẽ discuss thôi, sẽ thảo luận. Just wait and see what again we're going to do with city attorney. Okay, you are saying about protecting the city. Okay, by suing the city right now, right? Ms. Hall, you are suing the city. You are threatening to sue the city. So that's what you are talking about, protecting the city. What a shame.
Văn phòng Quốc tịch Mỹ. Văn phòng Quốc tịch Mỹ cam kết giúp người già, người bệnh không cần thi vẫn được quốc tịch, tù tội vẫn được quốc tịch Mỹ. Văn phòng Quốc tịch Mỹ nằm bên trong chợ Sài Gòn Supermarket, điện thoại 714-756-0946.
Present 5 minutes from this office. Maybe that's all we're asking, and I think the public deserves to know that. I made a attorney's office.
Attorney,
Do we have
I think this,
okay, I believe that we have a council endorsement. So we should allow him to talk.
Yeah, he said he already has
If
the.
you don't have anything behind to hide, okay? Why don't you let the guy talk and present? Yeah, unless you have something to hide.
then why we have the motion? But at this time, I would like to ask the city attorney. We have the substitute motion on the floor, and we have the original motion. Is that okay for us to go ahead and proceed with the roll call vote?
Well,
We have spent enough time to talk on this. If we can't, then we can move on with the call for questions. Which one do you prefer?
City attorney,
City attorney.
you have the presentation that you can present 5 minutes for us to know since it's on the agenda item. Do you have that?
This is in the council's discussion whether or not they want a presentation or not. But we would be prepared if they wanted this.
Okay, so council, I'm asking the council mayor again. Mr. Mayor, Vice Mayor Ho,
You-
and Mr. Carlos, can we have the 5-minute presentation for the public to know,
I just
for
don't
us to know?
understand.
Okay, so you asked that
Yeah,
with the
maybe.
substitute motion already, so then let's vote on that substitute motion.
Mr. Mayor, I'm asking.
That's what
Wait,
you're
wait.
asking for, and it is in the motion. So why don't we go through the
Can my
motion?
time stop running?
No.
Ashton,
Go
I
ahead
still
and
have
call for
time.
motion, please.
Well, the thing is, I still have my time. I have 30 seconds.
No, I told you that the
Time
council,
still ticking.
okay, that's okay. Right now, I told you already, that's 5 minutes for the council. I asked you, we have the motion on the floor, let's call for the vote.
Let her finish her talk and then.
Mr. Mayor, I have 48 seconds. May I finish? Mr. Mayor, may I finish? I have
Go ahead,
48 seconds.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So city attorney already said that he has a presentation, 5 minutes to present to the public on the Supreme Court ruling on the homelessness. So we as council can be diligent in doing our job, knowing what is the law, and then also law enforcement. I think that is a reasonable request. So I'm asking the mayor and vice mayor and Monzo, Mr. Monzo, please, let the public know what the law is so we can know and be equipped for the city. We want to save the city money, so please. I don't think there's anything you guys need to hide, so let the public know.
I think there's a lot of things that need to hide. They are hiding.
I don't
That's
think
why.
there should be anything, so.
All right, your 5 minutes is up.
So let's ask the public, do you guys want to hear the presentation 5
No,
minutes?
that's, the public cannot decide for the city council.
Right, that's right.
So please, one, say yes if you want to hear it, yes. Okay, 5 minutes, yes. City attorney.
Please, at this time here, we are conducting a meeting. And we don't want anything from, even the council asked that question, the council shouldn't be asking that question. I am running the meeting, not the council. Please, over to the
Mr. Mayor.
One second.
May I
Ma'am,
substitute
at
my
this
motion?
time here,
Edit my substitute motion?
I thought you already substitute motion, but you understand, you are the one who asked for.
If you want to
But I would
modify
revise
it,
it,
okay.
modify it.
Modify,
May I
go ahead and amend
Yes.
it. Go ahead and amend
Okay,
it.
so my modified motion is, since the council majority here does not want us to hear it, I modify it, so that way you can send that clip, at least to the council and department head, so we can know.
No, you know what? Let me ask it, let me propose this. We are going to allow the council here talk about it. You want to make that motion? Yeah, the council.
The council, the public?
Yeah.
Well, of course, the public want, they just say yes, but the majority on the council here do not want
No, you make that
attorney.
motion.
But I substitute motion because I want to respect the mayor, I want to respect the public, at least we get that information from the attorney's office, because that's what he's paid to do, to protect us. And if the majority of the council do not want to hear that legal presentation, then we have no other way. I feel like we have to ask for that slideshow, that presentation sent to the council and department heads so we can listen in our own time and present it on press conference or something.
Mayor,
So if
we
it's
have a
reasonable,
motion right now, and the sole issue is addressing whether or not the motion, or the substitute motion, should be approved. So that's what's being discussed right now. We've already had quite a bit of discussion on it. I would simply ask if Councilmember Nguyen had anything to add and
Restore Med Spa and Wellness Huntington Beach chào đón quý khách. Với các bác sĩ y tá dày dặn kinh nghiệm và công nghệ chống lão hóa tiên tiến nhất, chúng tôi cung cấp các liệu trình sức khỏe, trẻ, đẹp toàn diện như Potenza RF Microneedling tạo collagen giảm nếp nhăn, kích thích mọc tóc, Procedural Laser trị nám, liệu trình tế bào gốc giảm đau khớp kéo dài tuổi thọ, truyền IV, bồi dưỡng sức khỏe tăng cường miễn dịch, thải độc gan, liệu trình giảm cân hiệu quả, máy Optilight IPL trị khô mắt. Hãy đến với Restore Med Spa để trải nghiệm sự khác biệt.
yeah, and then after that, take your vote unless some other council member has a comment.
You agree to modify your motion to add Gary, the attorney, Gary, can you stand up, please?
who's Gary?
Gary.
Oh, you're the attorney to
Yes.
present.
Gary.
Yes. So
okay.
our attorney is right here in his office. He's ready to present. Yes, I want him to present to
The
us.
city is paying for him
Yes,
to be
paying
here.
for him.
Okay, so let him
Guys,
speak.
it's on the agenda. We're paying for him
Okay,
to
so
represent.
what are you afraid of? The three of you. What are you afraid of? Be transparency.
Yeah.
Let me ask.
Yes, I make the motion to have Gary, who we pay with the city's money, the public, the people's tax dollars. We already paid him to be here.
Right.
So
Let
please.
me remind the two Councilmember Nguyen and, hold on. Let me remind you, Council Nguyen and Councilmember West. We already have the motion on the floor, and you want to make a substitute motion,
That's
and
my
now you want to amend the substitute
Right,
motion.
yeah.
You are not going to make a substitute, you are not going to make a motion. Motion already on the floor.
I already,
So we want to amend.
I did it.
Go
I
ahead.
just amend.
Mayor, I think you
I
can
just
take the
amend,
motion and
Mr.
then
Mayor.
we can have discussion if that's what your question was.
Go ahead and amend your motion.
Okay, so my amend motion is to have Gary, who we pay the taxpayers' money, he's here to present the 5-minute presentation legally regarding the grant pass for us to know as a council, also department head and law enforcement and the public to know. So I think that's my substitute motion. Mr. Nguyen?
Is there a
I second it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we have a motion, substitute motion amended, and the second on the floor. Go ahead and vote on that.
Thank you, Mayor. I have
Hold on.
I have a quick question as far as procedure. The question is whether we discuss or not discuss. What's the reason for a substitute? The original question is to discuss or not discuss 5.3. Is that not correct?
Correct.
So why do we need a substitute motion to do the same thing?
Who are you asking?
The city attorney.
It's their motion. They're
No, I know, I'm
entitled to
asking-
make a motion.
No, I know, I'm asking you, isn't that the same thing, where the original motion? To discuss or not discuss?
They're entitled to make a motion, there's a motion on the table.
That's not,
That is.
Okay, let's-
on the table.
I understand that's the motion.
So
Take
do
the
you
question.
want to change,
Please
Mr.
answer
Monzo, you
your
want to
question,
change your
right.
decision?
Right.
I think the public would love to know.
All right, just
Would you want to know about the homeless
answer
legal law
why
for
you
us?
guys, doesn't want Gary, the attorney, to talk about it. Just 5 minutes.
Thank him.
Yeah, we already paid it.
Money,
You guys,
Mr.
it's
Monzo.
very difficult to.
So you have anything to
who's
hide?
talking, only one person.
I believe that we are ready to proceed with
Mr. Monzo, you want to change your vote?
Just look at
the
you.
motion. Let's go ahead and do it, please.
Okay, I have a substitute motion which was amended by Councilman Phan West, seconded by Councilman Nguyen. This is to move forward with agenda item 5.3 to hear the staff presentation
With Gary,
with Gary Cranker.
presenting it. Yeah, 5 minutes.
Okay, I'll call roll for the substitute motion. Councilman Phan West.
You know, before you do that, you can really vote on the motion. I don't think you finish my motion. Yeah, do it correctly, please, city clerk. My substitute motion was to have Gary, that's paid by the taxpayers' money today, to do the 5-minute presentation. That is the correct substitute motion. Please do it, add it correctly. Thank you.
And may I remind you that the presentation going to be sent to the whole council?
Yeah, to send to the whole council and department head. That is my substitute motion. Please. Thank you, Ashton.
So I have an amended substitute motion made by Councilwoman Phan West, seconded by Councilmember Wynn, to have Gary Krinker, being paid by taxpayer money, to provide the 5-minute presentation, and for the city attorney's office to send the presentation to the entire city council and department heads.
Yes, thank you, Ashton.
Councilwoman Phan West,
Yes.
Councilmember Bonzo.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to say something because it seems like I keep getting cut off. That is the original item, is to have Gary do the presentation. That's right. He was gonna do it from the get-go, so why are we making 62 motions on something that was already gonna happen?
No,
So-
Mr.
so
Mayor
no,
wants
mine-
to
so
remove
mine-
it. He didn't want to talk about
We
it.
obviously
He
have
forgot.
something new.
Imagine, you didn't listen to his motion. Mr. Mayor, Mr.
Obviously,
you
you guys
forgot
don't
Mr.
understand.
Mayor's
You don't
motion.
understand.
My vote is yes.
No, don't.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor motioned to not talk about it.
Stop.
He already proceeded. He already voted. Next.
Councilmember Wynn.
Next one.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Ho.
Okay, go ahead, cast your vote. No.
Okay, you know what?
Rude.
If you don't mind, I would like to speak without any interruption. If you don't mind, you know what? I think there's just total lack of decorum. And this is like an absolute circus. And I have to bear this, and please, if you guys are listening, if you guys are watching at home, I am so sorry, but let me just say this.
Mr. Mayor.
May I speak without interruption?
Turn on the clock.
I don't mind, I'm gonna take less than 5 minutes.
All right, you have 5 minutes. Like
Stop.
everything else.
No,
Turn it on.
Yes. I second it.
Hold
Why
on,
is,
please.
Mr. Mayor,
Please.
you're on meeting.
Come on, please, okay? Please, be
First of
quiet,
all-
let her finish.
First of all, I'd like to say that when you come on the council, as new as you are, you need to learn. Because what the city attorney is telling you, he is not lying, it's just part of the process. It is part of the process, he is not lying. So, you know, if you don't learn it, you're just twisting his words and you're trying to, just because things you don't understand, you say that people lie. That is wrong. And number 2 is that you should have been at the closed session every time, including today. May I
You
speak?
guys are hiding something.
You know what? You were, as part of your responsibility, you should have been there every time. And so today, you assume that this is a session that's gonna talk about some other matters.
We are there, we go to
Today, we
put it together, the 3 of you. Put it together.
Please,
Please.
this laptop is
Let's
really
turn on the
nice.
clock.
File
Let's turn on the
FTC.
clock.
They have violated the Brown
I'd
Act.
like to ask, I'd like to ask
FTC.
you, I need you to be in order first. Okay, as a council, you have to be an example for it. Please, you are not recognized at this time. Councilmember West, you are not recognized at this time. Let's continue with Councilmember Ho.
Can you turn on the clock?
Please. No, at this time, we are not going to turn on the clock anymore. We are already proceed with the votes already. So
We
there is
spent-
no.
Thank you. We spent over an hour to speak on this item in closed session. Unfortunately, you chose not to come. This is the reason why you are so confused. And then you come out here, you waste everybody's time. And then you accuse people of hiding, you accuse of this and that. That's childish game. And so this is the reason why we urge you to please come and attend. That's your responsibility as a council member. And now, the reason why we cannot come out here and speak on the subject is because in closed session, we already voted, and if I may just say that we will not have it disclosed out here. And that is because we want to protect our city. And that is the reason. It is not because we want to hide from you. Why would we hide from you? You were invited to the closed session meeting, which that was your prerogative. I'm not here to judge you, but I'm telling you, it is your prerogative to come or not to come. It is your constituents who have to look at you and judge you. So I just want to tell you that this is the whole reason why it is such a circus. So please come next time. I beg you. You owe it to your constituents to attend. Please. So
allow her to talk. Hold on.
Yes.
You allow her to talk. I demand for her to talk.
Doesn't work that way.
Let me answer. Hold on. You allow men to talk to allow people to talk. It's my turn. It's my turn.
I'm sorry, I believe that I spoke when I was asked to vote.
Let's let me finish.
Mayor, I was asked to vote.
Councilman, I'm Vice Mayor. Let me go ahead and
You
finish.
guys have something to
At this time here, I would like to ask all council members, why are you trying to silence me? No, I'm not. I'm trying to answer you right now. I am trying to answer you.
Okay, say it.
Before we take the vote, we have a chance to discuss about it. And when it comes to their turn to vote,
Get your
they
script
can
out,
have
get your
a
script
quick
out.
comment, just like you. Okay,
How much
so when
time
we
do
come
you have,
to Councilmember Mansell, we have the right to talk about it before he asks for the vote. Same thing for Vice Mayor Hall. He can do the same. Why didn't you take the chance to do it at the time that you vote? I wouldn't stop you. Okay, at this time here, I am not silencing you. I am following the rules that we have to conduct the meeting. This is Robert's rules. And so, at this time here, what is
Speak
your...
louder, I can't hear you.
The city clerk, what am I voting now? Could you repeat?
I have no idea.
Please go ahead.
Don't do it.
So it is the substitute motion to allow Sherry Greenberg, paid taxpayer money, to provide a presentation and for the city attorney's office to send the presentation
We
to the
pay
mayor
our
to
city
the
right
council.
here to give just a general presentation. We're not talking
Okay,
about the private information. But tụi này nó không có chịu.
I believe that what we said in closed session to protect our city should not be repeated out here, but maybe use of our city attorney, not city attorney.
Yeah, remember my
Mary.
face? Don't harass me.
What to do? Behave yourself. Behave yourself.
I like to call for 5 minutes recess.
Do not make.
Please, at this time, I would like to call for 5 minute recess. All council members are going inside.
Talk to your friend about being rude. Don't record me. We pay you.
Who are you?
You don't scare me at all. Hey, please respect one another. Hey, you do your respect. Please respect one another. I'm paying your salary. Hey, you cannot. No, you did not. So please don't attack the other resident. You can't do that. You can't do that either. Hey, decorum, remember. Oh, you respect one another. Get up there and do your job. Respect one another. Not under a watch. I'm doing what you're doing. I'm doing what you're doing. You're showing me a good example. Don't be a circus. You're causing the circus to stop. Please respect other residents. Hey, don't call me. You don't scare me. Don't threaten me.
Amy! Amy! Be behind you, okay? Be strong. Be strong, Amy.
And there's not, we pay the attorney.
Be strong, okay?
You're a taxpayer. I'm paying you right now for wasting my time. I'm paying $250 for every 2 weeks. You pay me? You know how much you're paying the city attorney? You're paying in the million. I don't know how much I pay you, but you know what? You're not worth it. I'm telling you, you're paying the attorney in the million and you're not letting him speak in 5 minutes regarding the grant pass because you have your bias. Your bias. Oh my gosh, your taxpayer is paying $1 million.
What the hell are you doing? Man, why you touch my camera?
You pay, yeah, you too. I would be paying for you.
Lower your voice.
I would
Why
love
are you screaming?
You are she attacked me.
Well, maybe if she got up and sat on the dais for a job.
The thing is that, here, I want to talk media. Okay, media, listen. The city, we pay $1 million to the attorney fee every year from the taxpayers' money, okay? And the thing is that they are paying us, the council here, about $300 every 2 weeks. The taxpayer money that's more important for the attorney is what we need to hear. And that's a reasonable request. There's nothing wrong with that. Do you guys understand? That's why I'm fighting for your legal right. The attorney is to protect us in our city. And that's why we're paying them in the million to protect us. And we should know the right so we can do our job. There's nothing wrong with that.
Check with her. What is this going on? I don't understand. Come in.
I will always defend your tax dollars. Why wouldn't you guys want to hear him? We were paying him to be here. When you guys are paying us like that, it doesn't matter. Couldn't even drive gas around town, okay? So the thing is that that's the issue. The issue is I want to protect the taxpayer money. No, it's okay. I'm here. I work here. So the thing is,
I don't understand why you guys hire the lawyer here, but you don't let the lawyer
because
talk.
the majority, council, the mayor, Monzo, and Kimberly.
Who pay for the lawyer?
We, the taxpayers' money, we pay them in the million. I can give you receipt on that. We pay them in the million taxpayer money every year for the attorney legal fee.
Cho tiền luật sư phí.
And that is more important. The people deserve to hear the truth. 5-minute presentation on the legal aspect of the grant pass, how we take care of the homeless, to make sure the council is not liable, the police department's not liable, and the public to know the truth. What's wrong with that? Why would the majority would not let us hear it? And then plus, when they put on the agenda item, under D2, you have to disclose, like how they disclose under D2 for Kimberly's potential lawsuit of the city and myself. They put that in closed session, but under this grant pass, they didn't put the closed session or the ID number of the case of grant pass versus.
So it doesn't make sense
So
for him to speak 5 minutes. You guys debate for almost like an hour.
We don't want to debate because we don't have the information. We want the attorney to speak 5 minutes. But because the majority council and mayor does not want it, they call them the communist dictator, they make the decision and wasting our tax dollars. Right there, they just waste our tax dollars in the million. And are the public okay with that? I'm trying to save us money here. And if this is a legal aspect, we should all know to protect ourselves. And we pay for it in the million, why wouldn't we know?
What about Kimberly Ho said that you guys didn't come to the closed section, that's why you
Because
you
in the
don't know
closed
what's
session
going on.
item, they're supposed to, under D2, the code, you have to disclose potential litigation. What potential litigation do we have regarding grant pass? There's no potential litigation. So the way how they put it is deceiving the public to know the truth, what closed session they're meeting. Because if they did disclose that, then you know it's Brown Act violation. They're talking about what we brought up last time to talk about the grant pass, to vote, but they declined it. Remember
Và họ
how they
làm những cái
did
chuyện như
vote?
vậy đó. Quý vị nhớ hôm lần trước họ họp tới 3 người mà bây giờ họ lại họp kín. Mà họ nói như vậy khi mà họ vi phạm cái luật Brown Act 3 người họp kín với nhau mà khi đó họ lại không có cho trình bày. Đây là sai trái. Đây không phải là sự minh bạch. Họ đang giấu cái gì đó. và không có chấp nhận được. Cho nên chúng ta không thể nào đứng đây mà không đấu tranh. Họ đang vô đằng phần sau rồi. Tôi nghĩ họ đang nghỉ giải lao. Chúng ta có luật sư rồi, ông luật sư này là ai nữa? Ông này ở trong cái văn phòng của luật sư. Dưới luật sư Jones thì có rất là nhiều luật sư khác nữa. Và ông này là nói đến cái vấn đề là Grand Pass để mà bảo vệ thành phố. Cái ông luật sư mà ngồi dưới này là ông có chuyên ngành về cái đó. Chúng ta không thể nào vượt qua cái ranh giới về bảo vệ người vô gia cư. Tôi đã yêu cầu ông luật sư ngồi ở trên kia. Chúng ta trả thành phố và thành phố trả những ông luật sư này rất là nhiều tiền. Mà ba cái người đa số kia họ bịt miệng, họ không cho nghe. Đây là điều không chấp nhận được. Could you share a little bit about a secret behind the scene that they don't want to talk about? Some for example. Có điều gì cô có thể cho biết không? Họ không muốn nói bất cứ điều gì hay là luật là hay là muốn họ không muốn đưa ra cái luật nào hết để mà có thể gây ra bị kiện. Ví dụ như ông Todd Bishop, ông biết tất cả mọi cái luật, ông không có muốn áp dụng luật. Tại vì nếu mà họ áp dụng luật tới, có nhiều cái luật của trên tối cao pháp viện đưa xuống mà chúng ta không thể áp dụng. Cho nên chính vì họ không áp dụng luật cho nên có cái chỗ trống. Mà nếu bây giờ họ cho mấy người này họ biết luật đó thì những người này họ sẽ kiện thành phố. Đó là lý do tại sao họ giấu. Chúng ta đã trả hàng triệu đô la, hàng triệu đô la 5 phút thôi để mà lắng nghe vấn đề pháp lý mà họ không cho cô ấy nói. Chẳng có gì sai cả. Tôi đấu tranh cho quyền lắng nghe của cộng đồng mà mọi người muốn lắng nghe lời pháp lý. Khi bà Kimberly bà nói là tôi không đi họp kín đó là bởi vì như thế này. Dưới cái phần họp kín á, chúng ta sẽ nói sơ thôi. Bà Kimberly á, bà ta nói bà ta sẽ kiện tôi và kiện thành phố, bởi vì nó nằm ở trong cái điều họp kín. Nó nằm ở trong phần D2. Trong phần D2 nó không làm ở đây. Ông luật sư đã nói rằng là đây là có một cái các cái trường hợp luật mà sẽ có thể kiện thành phố, nhưng mà họ giấu, họ không cho biết. Cho nên đây là cái điều giấu kín, tôi phải cho nó ra ánh sáng. Hiểu không? Đó là lý do tại sao mà họ phải làm một cách và là khẳng khái từ đầu tới cuối mà họ không làm. Tôi nói chuyện với bà được không?
Ronnie, my friend, you want to say something? Go ahead. What you feel?
Thank you very much for your.
Cảm ơn bạn đã các bạn thấy đã giữ một sự tự do. Tôi đã người chiến đấu ở Việt Nam, tôi thấy tự do là nó quý như thế nào. Cộng sản đã cấm mà không cho quý bạn quyền tự do. Chúng tôi đấu tranh cho quý vị. Những người mà nắm quyền ở Việt Nam bây giờ đang giết những người đang ở Việt Nam. Và tôi nói bạn tại sao tôi rất là mừng là ở một cái vũng bóng chết ở trận chiến ở Việt Nam, ở Nha Trang, những cái movie, những cái tập phim chúng tôi là lính. Những cái trận chiến đó tôi là người đã từng tham gia tham chiến ở Việt Nam, tôi biết. Ok. Ông luật sư nói rằng là nếu cái này là cô không thể nói về cái việc mà cô đi bầu cử ở đây nha. Tôi đang nói về cái chuyện đang diễn ra thành phố. Ông nói tôi là cho phép tôi nói tất cả những chuyện này. Và đó là cái điều mà tôi nói các bạn nói đến cái phần họp kín ngày tháng 8 ngày 28 á, tôi sẽ gửi cho quý vị. Nó cho thấy những cái vấn đề có thể kiện tụng của thành phố.
Do you want to talk to them? Let's just move over here. Yeah. So cái đó
nên chúng ta
I will
cần phải,
screenshot to cộng đồng để họ biết. Cái
mọi
này
người-
á, closed session bữa tối này á, they do it on purpose. Nó không
Họ
có
muốn
bỏ
họp kín tối
the
này một cách kín đáo.
information ở dưới.
Nó không.
What they're going to talk about. That's illegal. That's not transparent. Okay? Not do it on purpose. Khúc mọi gì mà lo sức mình á, nó bỏ ra. Nên mấy cái này á, potential litigation nó không bỏ ra. But what litigation is it? Đâu có
Họ
gì mà
bỏ,
grandpa
họ không đưa ra,
lawsuit về homeless ở
họ
đây
không
đâu.
đưa ra những cái bí mật trong cái
So
họp
cái đó
kín là liên quan đến cái vấn đề
that's a
minh bạch.
false litigation. Cái đó
Họ
là
tạo
false
ra
litigation.
những cái
Okay.
sự hăm dọa
So
pháp lý, chứ tôi không
listen,
nghĩ là có
the thing is that
kiện tụng
bỏ
pháp lý
trong
nào.
closed session đó they discuss, so nó không có violate the Brown Act. Mấy anh hiểu không? Tại vì á,
Nghị viên Nam Quang có thể cho biết tại sao mà
Vâng anh,
anh và cô Amy Phan West bỏ một
Yeah.
số những cái buổi
So bây
họp
giờ
kín
mình
mà bây giờ
file
bà
FPPC.
Kimberly
Yeah,
Hồ
mình
nhắc.
file FPPC.
cái đó nó cũng không có giống, nên là ok, nếu mà anh hỏi nó không liên quan đến hôm nay, nhưng mà tôi cũng nói là tại vì sao thưa anh, là họ luôn luôn họ có 3 phiếu và họ đồng ý, mình gọi là cái gang up three đó, họ đã cấu kết với nhau để mà họ bầu lúc nào cũng 3 phiếu hết. Thành ra chúng tôi thấy là nếu mà chúng tôi có mặt ở trong cái cuộc họp đó, nó cũng giống như là không rồi đó. Anh thấy nãy giờ mới nói không, họ cấu kết với nhau, họ lúc nào họ cũng 3 phiếu hết, coi như chúng tôi không có
Cái
tiếng
đó
nói.
phải democracy đâu.
Dạ. Thành ra bây giờ là anh thấy đây là cái 5.3 này, cái này á là đã được họ thông qua cái kỳ họp vừa rồi.
Đúng rồi.
Là chúng tôi là mình sẽ đi ra để mà mình thảo luận ngày hôm nay. Và anh đã thấy là mình đã trả tiền cho luật sư
Attorney law.
của thành phố tới đây để mà nói, ông đang chuẩn bị để ông nói, nhưng mà họ vì một cái lý do mà bây giờ chúng tôi không biết là họ đang có một cái lý do gì đó, họ muốn giấu. Thành ra đó là họ quyết định, 3 người đó họ lại quyết định luôn, họ là quyết định là họ không có đem ra để thảo luận nữa, mặc dù là đã chuẩn bị hết rồi. Và cái này là do họ đã thông qua chứ không phải là chúng tôi, anh hiểu không? Cái này là do cả cái hội đồng đó thông qua chứ không phải là do chúng tôi. Thành ra bây giờ họ có cái gì đó họ muốn giấu cư dân và gọi là transparency là không có nghĩa là họ không có được.
Bác Vị sẽ quyết định làm gì trong phần còn lại của tối hôm nay ạ?
Thì sẽ discuss thôi, sẽ thảo luận.
We are in the middle of the voting process, so we go ahead and continue your vote, vote. This is for substitute motion.
No.
Mayor Wing?
No.
Mayor, I need to reconsider my vote. Well, I say based on our legal counsel, based on legal counsel, to keep our city safe from litigation, I reconsider my vote is no. We had extensive, detailed reporting from both our city attorneys during closed session, so that's why.
All right, thank you.
With the change in vote, it is substitute motion failed 2-3.
Okay, now we are going to vote on the original
The
motion.
original motion on the floor was made by Mayor Wing, seconded by Councilmember Monzo to remove agenda item 5.3 from the agenda. I'm going to call roll. Councilwoman Phan West?
Okay, before I vote, I wanna let you guys know the closed session that they discussed, which is a violation of Brown Act, and they disclosed it they did not disclose the title, what they're talking about. That is wrong in and of itself, okay? There's gonna be a lot of attorney lawsuits on how they draft things, that hiding something. And number two, the attorney that we pay, he's not gonna go in detail when you guys talk about that you violate the Brown Act. So the thing is that they're gonna talk about just general presentation to the public. That's his job. So Mr. Monzo, don't accuse that the city attorney does not know how to present to protect us, okay? He's not gonna expose all the detail, okay? He's gonna present enough for us to protect ourselves. So Mr. Monzo, that is your violation of Brown Act. That will be reported for FPPC. So the thing is that FPPC will be fired.
Okay,
section D2. So it's very important that you guys remember to be transparent and consistent, okay? To the public, because they deserve it. And number two, when the council here, majority, decided not to allow the attorney to do a presentation, a basic presentation on the grant pass lawsuit, the Supreme Court, that in and of itself shows us that there's something you guys are hiding, and you guys have the majority of power, and you guys do not care what's best of interest. And plus, we pay in the million to our attorney every year. You know that, and that's public record. I can show you guys the proof. Okay, so we pay him in the million of the people's tax dollars. So the people deserve to know, just to protect ourselves, so the council can know how to protect ourselves, and the law enforcement know how to protect themselves from lawsuit, from homelessness. Okay, so why are you guys not letting? So number one, I see that the power. Okay, you guys have the power. You guys are abusing it. Number two, there's something you guys are hiding. And the reason
I think
is
you are repeating it, so would you please cast your vote?
Yes, I'm going to cast my vote, Mr. Mayor. Thank
Okay.
you. So my vote is no, because I want transparency.
All right, thank
Councilmember
you.
Robinson?
All right, yes.
Yes.
Councilmember Wayne?
I'm going to speak before I cast my vote. I'm going to respond to Kimberly Hall about accusing us of twisting words. Okay? Twisting words.
Yes, you did say that.
Twisting words.
Shut your mouth.
Please.
Mr. Mayor, this is your meeting. She says, shut your mouth.
Come on, please.
The public says,
Listen,
shut
you.
your mouth. No, Mr. Mayor, it's your meeting.
This is not good. None of you.
It's your meeting. You say
Councilmember West, you are not recognized at this time. The person who recognized to speak right now is Councilmember Wayne. Go ahead.
But you have to keep order when I say.
I will.
Can you listen order?
Let's, if she is not talking, then there is not responding. So go ahead. You are recognized to speak right now. So please, everyone else.
Okay, about twisting words, you three are the worst of twisting words. Okay, just for now, I'm telling you this. Manso just twisting his word by reversing his vote. Man, that's a shame. You do this all the time. Okay, so people see that. All right. So you very often, you guys are very often, threaten to fire city attorney. And I know that there want to be a day that you guys want to, meeting in the room in the back and then fire, right? So just wait and see. Okay, just wait and see what you're going to do with city attorney. Okay, you are saying about protecting the city. Okay, by suing the city right now, right? Ms. Hall, you are suing the city. You are threatening to sue the city. So that's what you are talking about, protecting the city. What a shame. What a shame. I'm voting no.
Vice Mayor Ho?
Yes.
Mayor Wayne?
My vote is yes, but I want to let you know that the reason I vote yes is because we have discussed this in the closed session, and I want to make sure that we don't expose ourselves to any legal litigations, and that's the reason why my vote is yes, not to continue with this. Okay, but
Motion carried 3-2.
all right, thank you very much.